Yes, Neopets.
Neopets! How's it going, everybody? We are back from break for more Dungeon of the Mad Mage. And as we fade back into the scene, our party has stepped onto the golden dais, and a clay golem has risen, and battle begins. So let's kick this thing off, shall we? With a...
No!
Ooh. Ruh-roh, Reggie.
He a quick boy. The quickest of boys.
We are slow boy.
He doesn't have any fucking bones to weigh him down, piece
this
of
thing,
shit. Fucking abomination.
It's crazy, and there's just like this gasp that goes through the Dwargar audience behind you, right? Ash's foot just hits the dais, the first step, right? And this thing up out of the ground, and you watch for a brief moment its form solidify, and then it kind of like looks and its eyes flash with bright blue energy, right? And its whole form like holds for a second, and then it begins to rapidly kind of quiver and speed up in a very similar way to what you have seen Ezrah do to you guys before.
Good, he's hasted.
And this thing goes, poof, and it just explodes across the dais directly onto Ashes, and just big fist slams down at him.
Less than ideal. I'm glad I'm
So,
19.
We have a slam attack coming. Let me hide unnecessary stuff. Alright, we get a slamma-jamma. 23.
I take 6.
Okay. What is your resistances?
Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
I also have on top of that
half the elements, cold and fire, right?
And poison.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, everything. Forgot about that.
I get fire from Hellish Resistance, and I get cold and poison from Infernal Constitution. Is it still just 6, or is it the full 13?
Un momento.
Technically, there's no delineation that it's non-magical damage, so if that's what you're looking for, it counts as both. Resistance.
You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical attacks not made with silver weapons. This thing hits you like a fucking truck.
Oh, you actually have the limitation, unlike Rage? Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
So full 13?
So you take full 13.
Okay.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 15. As this thing hits you, you feel some of your energy kind of like seep out of you with the blow. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 13.
Rest in peace. Dead wolf.
This feeling really familiar.
It's actually
Well,
Grazit.
I wouldn't have been able to heal you anyway. I have no charges on the staff.
It's fine. It's actually Grazit.
Boy, if only we took a long rest.
If he reduces his maximum
It still wouldn't
HP,
have
he can
been
never
there.
fall below 50%, so it's fine. He can't go berserk.
Okay.
It's true. That's a good point.
Okay.
Silver lining playbook.
So this thing.
That was one attack.
2 maximum HP. Can't
That
rage.
is the
Or
that
can't
seems to
observe.
be the end of its turn. So Ashes, you see this thing
Not that bad.
arise. You see it just like becomes supercharged
Rise
super
chicken.
fast. It streaks across, it punches the shit out of you. Your normal resistances avail you not, and it seems to have sapped some of your strength. What do you do?
Arise, chicken. Arise. Sausage.
I look where Matt is. I'm trying to figure out. You know what? Fuck it. I'll attack. Here we go.
Okay.
He's getting
Gonna say,
3
he
claws.
looks-
At normal.
Launches into action. Ashes begins to swipe at the golem. The first one, the creature looks very fluid, right? As it's moving, its body
no.
almost looks like putty. But where you hit, sparks streak off. Once, twice. The
Did you
third
roll
one,
concentration for Searing Smite?
3 times the lady.
I did not roll concentration for Searing Smite.
good point. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
DC is 10.
Yeah, DC's 10.
That
Yeah,
hurts.
you keep it. Easy peasy. But, so that first one sparks off, second one sparks off, the third one, it begins to spark, but you hit the blow just right, and there's that resistance, and you're streaking across, and then you pierce, and you just rip. And you see this entire chunk rip off the side of the golem, and begin to kind of like form into clay. Roll your damage.
Okay. Here is the claw. And here is the combination of fire and thunder damage,
Heat Storm.
which is a measly 5.
Okay. But there's this burst of it's lightning, right? Or thunder.
it's
Sorry, there's this
thunder.
burst of fire and this loud crack, right? As you rip into this creature, and
he had set on fire.
the chunk spurts out and it begins to kind of like liquefy, and then mid-air you watch as it streaks away from the clay golem, and some of it splatters onto the ground, some of it stops mid-air and back into its body.
Oh shit.
Your blow does not seem to have done the full amount of damage that you would expect.
Cool. Okay, that's in turn.
Specifically, because you have an eye for this when fighting things, right? It's the magical portion of your blow seemed to be in full effect. Saying like the elemental portion of your blow seemed to be in full effect. The slashing portion of your blow seemed to be somewhat resisted.
Are your claws magic?
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good to know.
I hit the level that if I cast Ride on my claws, they count as magic.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
That'll be in turn.
Okay. It is Ezra.
Ezra quietly and visibly takes a couple of steps backwards.
Please roll a stealth check for me.
He launches clay at you.
That's what
That's
I
a
would expect.
failure.
Well, with something like greater invisibility, you definitely have advantage. The golem seems to be scanning the room behind Ashes, looking at all these Dwargar, and there's a moment, Ezra, as you're kind of like slipping away, that its gaze, its bright flashing blue eyes kind of like sweep over you, and you're not sure whether or not it took you in or whether it was just looking through you at the Dwargar behind you.
Alright, I'm gonna send a Spectral Claw at it. 25 to hit.
Okay.
11 necrotic damage. And then I'm gonna continue taking steps back.
Okay. The necrotic damage streaks through the side of this creature, and you do see part of that clay kind of blacken and turn to sludge before hardening and growing quite brittle, it seems.
Cool. That's my go.
All right, Bones, you're up.
Okay. Okay. Alright, well, I'm invisible, so I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Roll me a stealth check.
Okay. I have, like, double advantage. 'cause,
Yes, I know you do.
I'm saying it because I'm taking my button, motherfucker.
Okay. All right.
The same as Ezra.
Gotcha.
Better.
Oh, slightly better, you're right. Alright, whatever, I go over here. And I go to hit. Do I have advantage on attacks or not?
As you go to attack the creature, it does not seem to be aware of your presence. You have advantage on your attack.
Okay. Shocking Sorcerer, Seeker. I rolled a 14. And then I
The
think
blow,
that missed,
the blow
so-
just streaks. Yeah, it just sparks off the side of the golem.
Yeah, that's fine. Wind Spike. 17.
Mhm.
Uh,
I don't think that hits either, but I don't know.
the
What's your
17
roll?
actually
Thir-
does hit.
14.
You hit that point right where the blow connects, and you think it's gonna just slide off again, but then it penetrates, and you actually like do a bit of piercing into its body. Okay.
It should be -4 because it was an offhand.
Okay.
So 22.
So
Yeah.
as you kind of like plunge the dagger into the creature, it penetrates a bit, and then you kind of like rip it out, and there's a gush of clay that spurts out. But then some of it begins to like back up into its body. Again, the blow does not seem to have landed with as much efficacy as you would normally anticipate.
Okay, well, let's turn over.
Okay. The golem does, from getting hit from behind, right? It does kind of like turn its gaze towards you, and its bright eyes flare. They're so inhuman, though, you can't tell whether or not there's recognition there, or whether it's just looking in the general direction that it was hurt.
Sure, yeah.
Matashtai.
I maneuver slightly and launch myself from the ceiling, driving Tom Bakiri towards the clay golem.
The drill that will pierce the golem.
I hope. 18 to hit.
Yeah.
18 hits.
And you said I was 30 up?
25.
25. Yeah.
2d6.
Okay.
And I would like to attempt to stun it.
Okay.
I wonder if this is one of the
I-
monsters that's immune to stun.
I do not think it will go well, but we must try.
The Tombakiri stabs into like the shoulder as it's like you're coming down, and the creature does kind of like and like throw you off, like you scatter back. Again, your blow does not seem to have done as much as it should have, and the creature seems to resist your efforts to stun it entirely.
Alright. I then land on the ground, and I punch it with advantage from flanking.
It does seem as though this creature is flanked, and you are able to gain advantage.
Okay. Punch!
Yeah, 28 hits. I was about to say, you guys are off your normal rolls. You
Am
punch
I,
the
though?
creature,
Am I though?
and as soon as you hit the creature, Matashtai, all of a sudden that hardened clay, it gives way under your fist, and the blow cushions. It doesn't feel as if that blow did anything. Not that it didn't do as much as normal. It feels like that blow did nothing to the creature.
Okay.
Bludgeoning.
So unarmed strikes do nothing. Bludgeoning attacks do nothing. Okay.
All right.
Then with my bonus action, I'm going to patient defense.
Guess
Okay.
I'll put my war shillelagh up for next time.
All right,
You have
Matashtai falls into a defensive pose, and we are back at the top of the round.
Yes, I do. It's a war shillelagh.
War shillelagh.
Or shillelagh.
The creature, the golem, right? Its body, it moves, and then it suddenly moves more rapidly, and there's almost a little bit of an after image. But the thing, it's kind of weird. It's almost like what's that Spider-Man enemy? Is it
White
Sandman?
face?
The one like the
Sandman?
Oh,
So he
Sandman,
kind of like
yeah.
forms into
Like
these
Batman.
rippling motions, right? Where he'll move his arm, and like part of the arm will move, and then part of the arm will ripple back onto itself. It's very disconcerting. But the creature, beset on all sides, begins to just kind of like raise its fists and. So it's actually going to make one swing at Ashes. So that is a slam here. 27.
That'll do.
I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Does a big hit.
It's-
And then a slam at disadvantage against Matashtai. That's 12. So Matashtai is able to deftly dodge to the side. It's actually funny, right? The fist goes down on Matashtai, and Matashtai to the side, and it's actually right next to where Bones is standing invisibly. And Matashtai has no fucking idea, right?
You got. What's the feat that gives you a saving throw? You got to get that right now.
Ashes takes
42.
another incredibly punishing blow, and once again, you feel your life energy being sapped from you, Ashes. Your maximum hit points are reduced by 21.
Concentration, Jay.
Didn't you
I'm not
use it?
concentrating on anything.
Isn't he lit on fire from Searing Smite?
Does that require concentration?
You're
Once-
giving concentration
I
for
don't
the light. In your
I thought that
thing,
concentration was just a cast until
Yeah,
you
I'm
land
pretty
the
sure
hit.
just to have the smite on you for your next hit is concentration. The effect happens after that.
Like he's
Yeah,
just on
because they
fire
have to
now.
use an action for something to put
Oh yeah,
themselves out,
oh yeah,
right?
Jeremy, he's on fire. He needs
He's
to make
on fire!
it part of his turn. The target makes a Constitution saving throw. On a failure, takes 1d6 fire damage. On a successful spell, on a success, the spell ends.
Resilient. That's the
Fails.
feature out.
Roll your 1d6.
1d6. Here comes the damage.
Son. Doo-doo.
at the end of the first paragraph, Jay, the fire goes out if Searing Smite is ended.
Right. But this damage happened before he attacked. This is at the
Yeah.
beginning of the turn.
So you would still have to roll concentration to see if you're.
Yeah, so you roll a concentration now.
Sounds like a fucking spell.
Still DC 10.
The smites are always kind of bullshit.
Yep.
All right, it retains. Let me notate that he is move this
Yeah,
order and notate that he's on fire.
This golem's on fire.
Well, the good thing
Cool.
about my HP being reduced means I'm very likely never going to hit that halfway mark
That's-
after taking with some saving throws.
That's
Said the same
that's
thing last
fair,
round.
right? All right. You do see now. Okay, you do see now the golem's form slows and it stops doing that. Oh, sorry. I apologize.
Continue.
Because I only made 2 attacks, right? I made one against Ashes and one against Matashtai. right?
Yes.
Okay. The fist, the one that went at Matashtai, it went right, and Matashtai dodged away. It then slaps to the left, swinging at open air where Bones is. So it's gonna make a disadvantage attack against invisible Bones.
Okay.
15.
Nah, it didn't hit.
Ooh, you duck it right. It swings
It almost
over
hit.
your head.
It was so dummy close to him.
and you realize, so the creature can't, obviously it can't see you, right? But it understands it. It's smart enough to grasp that it's being attacked from somewhere, and it knows to just strike in that direction, right? But so after this attack, you watch as its form goes when slows back down again, okay? And then we're on to Ashes.
They were gonna betray us right after this would be a great time.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Except we have a
would,
blood
wouldn't it?
pact.
Actually, it'd be a great
How
time.
the fuck are they gonna betray a pile of gore?
Well, I assume
That's a
like someone's gonna survive. Ezra, maybe.
yeah. Ezra at the very least will flee. You know.
All right,
Yep.
we're going for good old Berserker Barrage.
Berserker Barrage.
Berserker Barrage! Cobra!
Actually, Ashes. Before you do anything else, roll me a. Your attacks are fine, but roll me an intelligence check.
Intelligent. Oh well, that's gonna go great.
Double resilient. That's your next two stat ups. Resilient and resilient.
Thought is not in your brain right now. It's just the fight for survival is in your brain right now.
Yep.
Okay.
That.
28 hits, 18 hits, 20 hits.
Cobra.
Okay, I'm just gonna do right damage. Lycan Claw. Right damage. Lycan Claw. Right damage.
God damn it.
Death by a million cuts.
Okay,
Why don't you just add your right damage onto your Lycan Claw, like as a second damage
Because
instance?
what if it's not? Well,
so
Then you just
There's-
ignore that number then.
there's reasons for it because. Well, no, yeah, I get what Zach's saying.
you know what? That's actually. I
So
might do that.
here's the thing: as you begin to rip into this creature, it continues to do that scenario where like your claws penetrate and then pull, and then the clay flies away, and then some of it gets sucked back in. You come to the realization as you are carving into this thing, the only damage that you're doing that is sticking is that elemental damage. Each of these blows, each of these slashing
that's bad
blows,
then.
seems to be being ignored.
Cool.
Damn. You got that on
All right,
a fucking,
all right.
what was it? A 2 intelligence check? Holy shit.
No,
You're
no, that's
smart,
not that's
dude.
not from his intelligence. That's just you guys
No.
can tell. You guys have an understanding of like what your damage should do normally, what you're capable of doing. So when you hit something and it doesn't do that thing, you guys are able to understand that. The intelligence check was something else entirely. The
Interesting.
intelligence
Okay,
check was
cool.
whether I can't say it. He didn't make it. But
We
anyways,
can always put our bags of holding together.
anything else, Ashes?
No.
Okay, Ezra, you're up. Ashes seems to be taking a bit of a beating, and this thing does not seem to be taking too much of a beating.
Yo, maybe you should get the shield out.
Also, I have fixed my macro.
Could do that.
Fewer things rolled.
I will hold off. Turn.
How could I do more element? I have to give up a d6 to gain a d6. Shit.
So I'm going to streak off another skeletal hand to caress ever so gently this entity. A 14.
That does seem to hit the slower form of the clay golem.
Okay.
Oh.
And your necrotic damage kind of again slashes through, leaves black marks, and those marks harden. You keep.
And I'm
on
going
the
to
golem.
start zigzagging the other way now. Kind of keeping him off of my scent.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
Bones.
All right, I swap my dagger hands real quick.
Do the quick.
Yes, the quick. I will continue to mark myself advantage, but you take this however you want. With the wind spoik.
Windspoik.
14.
14 just hits the slowed version of the golem.
And then with my offhand, Troking boy. And since I haven't hit, I guess it's still poison. 25.
Okay, 25 definitely hits.
Poison damage.
All right, so the first attack on your first strike with wind spike, right? It plunges in, and again you have this motion where you rip it out, and there's this kind of like splurt of clay. Some of it does seem to do again reduced damage, but it still seems to hit. Right? So that would be
the slashing damage, the piercing damage appears to do something.
The piercing, so your damage seems to be doing something. Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
So that would be
25 plus 3 is 28.
So
plus...
it does an amount of damage. It doesn't seem to do as much as it should, but it does still seem to hurt the creature. The second attack, the hit from the Troll King's Heartseeker, doesn't seem to do anything. Period.
Really?
Yeah. You basically plunge the dagger in, and the poison just like glosses off and then fades, and the hole that you left just closes up like nothing happened.
The piercing also does nothing.
I think it's the second attack. I think you can only hit it with one attack a turn.
Roll a intelligence check, Bones.
I don't think that. I think it's something else.
We're missing something.
12. I think maybe you have to do a minimum amount of damage or something.
Seems like hard hits are doing something, and weak hits aren't doing shit.
Yeah, there you go. You got to do a minimum amount of damage per hit. That's my guess.
I am sorry, guys.
Well, you have a sword. Okay. I will.
Facial expression.
I'll do a little.
But I'm a dog.
little dance around here, and end my turn.
It also seems to. I think you guys can clearly notice this at this point. At least our three melee fighters, right? It seems to be resistant to slashing, bludgeoning, or piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also weak hits seem to be ignored entirely.
Yeah.
Matashtai, you're up.
Okay. Attempt to assault this man. Swang.
Yeah, that hits.
11 damage.
It streaks across and just barely seems to harm the creature.
So you got to probably do more than 10. That's my guess.
Yeah. All right.
Like, do you think it's anything in excess of 10 does full damage, or it's halved if it's higher than 10?
I think if it's less than 10, it probably does literally nothing.
Yeah,
And-
well, I think we've established that, but like, how much damage do you think's happening after the 10?
I don't know. I think there's two possibilities. Either you have to reach the threshold to even get it halved, or it is everything in excess of the threshold gets halved. My guess is that you have to reach the threshold and then it gets halved, but I don't know.
See, and I'm thinking it works like heavy weapon or heavy armor master, where it reduces just a flat 3. Anything after that does normal damage. Except this is it reduces anything up to 10 past that does normal damage.
I'm more on Zach's side.
It's more favorable than to the creature than either of you, I think, are giving it.
Really? So it's scenario B probably. It's probably reaches threshold and then excess damage of threshold is halved.
It's actually resistance first and then threshold.
Halved.
Wow, that is
Good lord.
All right.
This is the guardian of the heart of the mountain.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, you know.
Fate.
Can I look around? Is there any like super interesting glowing stone that is like his focus point?
The only glowing or noticeable thing that you've seen is the creature's eyes.
Stab it in his eyes.
Are you really gonna try to stab it in its eyes, or is that just like I stab it in its
Sure.
eyes?
Yeah, I'm stabbing it in its eyes. Fuck
Okay.
it. Why not?
You stabbing in its eyes does not seem to do anything in
Fine.
particular.
Oh
I wanna do
god.
extra damage anyway. I'm going to Death Strike.
Okay.
3 more damage.
Well,
Okay.
that might hit. I don't know.
It does seem to harm the creature minorly.
The threshold's probably less than 10. It's maybe 7 or 8.
It's probably 5.
In fact, Matashtai, is that your
I don't
last
think
hit?
it's- It might be 5. You're right.
That's my second hit.
Oh, that's your second. Oh, okay, go ahead. I will say though, as you hit this second time, the creature kind of turns, and you see its blue beaming eyes into massive flames. It seems to have enraged.
That's
Oh, we've gotten a rage now.
Great.
I use my bonus action to patient defense.
fucking incredible.
It seems whatever you just did to it, you pushed it over a threshold, and it is now enraged.
Oh, cool. Very
What
excited for
patron
that.
now is enraged?
By the way, the dwarg of the audience is just a titter, right? Just like conversations, like just oh my god, just shit going on, like holy shit, oh that's crazy, oh wow, look at the holy wow, never did that before, oh no, that's whoa.
We never got it to half HP.
This is the most I've ever liked Wargar ever.
All right.
Including Maverick. No, I'm joking.
And
Yes,
so
I'm
you
very
fall into
serious.
a patient defense. That's the end of your turn.
This is for
yeah.
Zach, by the way.
Okay.
I
It
know.
is. It is the start of the next turn. Okay, it's just a 4. Didn't get nothing. All right, so this thing, it seems enraged, and it goes to Matashtai, and it goes, go, go. So it's making both attacks against Matashtai. So they are at disadvantage because of Matashtai's patient defense. But the creature seems very displeased with you. Slam. That's an 11.
Oh god. Oh lord. Oh lord. Oh lord.
And
Yeah.
okay, so Matashtai is able to like push aside with Tombakiri the first one and spin, and the second fist almost engulfs him. It's like at first you get hit with a river of mud that then solidifies, puts you into the ground, and slams you against the ground twice before pulling back, and you're kind of like staggered on your feet. Roll a Constitution saving throw. DC is 15.
Of course.
You are able to resist, right? You feel your life energy being leached away from you, and you actually feel like Valena reach out and grasp and pull it back into you.
Not all of us
Oh my-
might ghost lady inside that fucking.
I'm sorry. Some of us have ghost ladies. Not all of us have werewolf powers. My bad. You know.
Apparently, wolf powers don't mean jack shit when it comes to Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm.
Become a
Should have had a
barbarian.
ghost lady.
I should have
Barbarian blood hunter.
alien magic.
Oh God. All
Well,
right.
You don't have 2 brains, bro. You only have 1 brain. He's got 2.
So your HP maximum is not
True, I got
reduced
no
by
brain.
25, but 25 was still a hefty hit. So you all watch and everyone, right? There's just like, oh, from the Dwargar crowd. That's just like, oh shit, as Matashtai gets hit with this. And it's back to Ashes. I need to roll a Constitution saving throw
yeah.
for fire. I think that beats it.
Probably. I'm not actually sure.
Does
what
he
the
take
DC
fire
is.
and then roll the save, or roll the save and then take
I
fire?
think this DC is like.
At the start of the turn, the target must make a Constitution.
Yeah. So if it made the. Yeah.
He succeeds, the fire's gone.
It's gone.
Poof. Okay, it is Ash's turn.
Okay.
Ashes,
I see.
please make an intelligence check real quick.
For that 19. 18.
You feel you have felt with each of these blows your life energy being pulled from you. You've heard of this type of thing before, quite frequently with like the undead. If you go unconscious from one of these, you will die. Straight die.
Try not to do that.
It's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to, as a free action, I'm going to pull out my maul.
Ooh. Okay.
Werewolf very angry.
And
Werewolf
I think
smash.
I think Feral Might only gives me like a +1 to the damage roll.
I think it's only your
Also,
claws, but I will look.
well, and no, it's called Feral Might. You get a +1 to melee to damage rolls.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
So I'm going to hope for a 1 and ride up with thunder. That's a 5.
Ouch. You
can hear.
the
You can
thunder
heal that. It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
kind of like pops in your own
Now-
chest cavity, and you're just like, ugh, you grit your teeth, bite against it.
Mhm. And now I attack with the maul.
And that ball comes in and just hits broadside the golem. All right.
All right. And I don't have a right for this. So I'm just gonna. And so that bludgeoning 5 thunder.
Okay. The 5 thunder seems completely full effect, right?
Okay.
The 10 bludgeoning seems to have either done nothing or barely done anything at all.
Okay.
Okay, it's probably 5.
God. Are you
Wow.
serious? Are you? What is this game?
Dude, that maul is fucked. You're done. Now he has the maul.
He takes the maul and beats you to death with it.
He picks you up and the maul, and he just uses you and the maul as a maul against your allies from here on out. Oh, goodness gracious.
I thought you used your bonus action to ride up.
You did use your bonus action to ride
I
up.
did. All right. Yep, that's right. I can't.
Not that that greater healing potion would have done too terribly much to begin with.
Right.
Right.
It's whatever. That's
All right. End of your turn?
End of turn.
All right. From the thunder damage, the clay golem does kind of like turn back, and its eyes flare again in your direction. You seem to now have its attention, but we'll see if that remains. Ezra, it's your turn.
From a distance, I'm going to pull out a finely crafted piece of wood. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
And then he zips back up.
Yeah,
He
that's
just
right.
leaves the wood out while he zips back up, because that sounds like a bad time.
It's reasonable damage.
I'm pretty sure that's going to require a Constitution saving throw.
And
Roll
All
for
right.
parrying damage.
off a flurry of darts of force damage.
Okay.
And
It streaks across and
stick off to the side. I can't tell if you're about to sneeze or if you're thinking.
nope.
Both are terrible.
Okay, so the darts detonate into the creature, and then you do what? You're streaking off to the side?
Yep.
Okay, as the darts, the creature's eyes do turn in the direction that you're at, but it doesn't take much, a very keen awareness to see that it's not staring at you, it's just staring in the direction.
It knows something's coming
right.
from there.
And it's just beacons of blue flame as eyeballs at this point.
Oh boy.
In furious rage.
I imagine him in first person mode. It has like that indicator in a first person shooter where if you get hit by damage that's behind you, you get that like little red streak. You're like, oh.
Bones, you're up.
Opportunity attacks. I think.
Can't do it against a creature you can't see.
I was gonna say you have to see them, I believe, right?
You have to see someone to be able to take an opportunity attack against them.
All right. Well, I'm hoping you don't see me, and I back
Let's
up.
get
five.
blind sight.
I mean, we'll find out. I don't know.
The creature does not, whether it sees you or not, it does not take an opportunity attack against you.
Dope. I whip daggers.
Okay?
He's like, gotta do more damage.
Yeah, pretty much. First, just wind spike it normal. Hopefully, gonna get that snake attack damage. Yeah.
18 hits.
Snake attack.
Okay?
Yeah, 30.
Less.
30, and it just... the wind spike plunges into the clay golem and disappears.
Okay, well, that's concerning.
But the creature does, as soon as that happens, right, one arm kind of like reaches back behind it. The blow clearly hurt it.
Well, I've only got one more non-magical or magical.
But
weapon.
it did
Two
seem to
more
like
magical
absorb
weapons.
the dagger in response.
Okay, well, this was not a great idea.
That is now his dagger.
It's my dagger now.
All
He's
right,
gonna
well,
pull
I-
it out and
Next.
use it on Matashtai.
I'm just gonna whip a normal dag at him. I don't know if they're immune to normal damage or not, but let's see. It's sharpshooter.
Okay.
That's just a normal, non-magical
non-magical?
dag. It's all I got. Yeah.
It does nothing.
All right. Well, we've learned a valuable lesson today.
The
Still
only
feel like I'm in the
aspect
process
left
of learning.
It's fine. Turnover.
In fact, we're gonna say that dagger gets shattered on impact.
Okay, well, I'm concerned about that. These things take time to make.
I'm aware. That is
Yeah,
the
I'm
lesson that you have
crafting somehow.
learned, though. Okay.
where
All right, I'll just remove it from my total. Okay, done.
Anything else?
No, that's all I can do.
Matashtai, you're up.
Okay.
You know instinctively you cannot take too many hits from this thing.
Yeah, no, it seems pretty scary. I assault him.
That's. Yep, that's how.
That's a hit.
0.
Ooh.
Does not
Not
seem
doing a damn
to
thing.
doesn't seem to hurt him at all.
Swing again.
That's a hit.
I'm going to death strike that one.
Okay.
Little bit at a time, boys. We're gonna get there one day.
Oh no.
No,
Maybe
probably not.
Also does not seem to have done anything.
Shit. Shit.
Damn, what an ability. Can I play Clay Golem in our next campaign?
Sure, you just have to start as a level 1 clay golem.
No,
I
I
don't-
Their
want to
damage resistance is going to be 1.
Well, that's actually not bad.
Yeah, you
I
have to
adopt
work
the patient
towards
defense.
Defender of the heart of
Okay.
the mountain.
That's true. Work towards Defender of the Heart of the Mountain.
Okay. Patient defense. The clay golem. It's nope. It cannot tell where the ranged attacks are coming from, which frustrates it. So it will do. Nope. It will just turn on the 2 targets that it has in front of it and pound 1 fist at Ashes. Pound 1 fish at Matashtai. 1 fish. 2 fish. Red fish.
Is he on fire still?
Ashes. No, he's not on fire anymore. 1 fist at Ashes.
You can't roll under a 19. You can't. It's impossible. It's fucking impossible.
That's
And
sick
I can't roll over a goddamn 4 when it comes to this.
Just be
In
better, bro.
fairness,
It's
that
fine.
was a 16. And you did. So you take 14 damage, but your maximum is not reduced by 14.
Yeah!
Disadvantage slam against Matashtai.
Great success!
17.
No, misses. Thank
Yeah,
God.
double great success!
Would have hit bones, I think. Unfortunate.
Yeah, it would have. Sure would have.
Oh shit! All right, the clay golem. He's pounding, and you actually. So the peanut gallery has kind of gone quiet, right? Because there are people, there are members of the audience watching you who understand that this has turned into. Because see, at the beginning they weren't sure, right? There's the scenario of maybe you guys are all talking, you just get pounded flat. In which case, whatever, they got some entertainment. Then there's also the scenario of maybe you guys are just gonna roll over this thing. But now there's understanding that this is a this is a life or death, honest to goodness, competitive situation. And there's a bunch of held breaths here. Ashes, you're up.
Yeah, that's concerning. Peanut Gallery thinks this is a life or death situation.
Greater.
Yeah, he rolled better.
Hell yeah.
It's above
Okay, so
average.
you pop the cork and quaff this potion.
Yeah, reduce my greater potions by 1.
One
then
of the
I
Dwargars
finally-
cries out, right? He says, "Oh, he's got no water! He's flastering a duel!"
This is not Dark Souls, Jeremy.
Quit! Stop sipping!
Stop sipping.
First
Yep.
one to flask, what a bitch.
Okay. 11 bludgeoning, 5 thunder.
The 5 thunder seems to have full effect. The 11 bludgeoning seems to barely do much, but it does seem to do something.
I'll take every point I can get. All right, second swing. 19.
19 hits.
And boop. For six thunder.
The 6 thunder seems to do full damage. The bludgeoning this time around seems to do nothing.
Nothing. I like that. Okay.
Your highest theoretical damage is what? 12? Yes.
Oh
assuming you get-
shit! I have not. No, actually, Jeremy, it does. I have not been calculating the 1 point of damage I get from Feral Might. That's actually a 12 and 11.
Well, you suck. Stop doing that. You dum-dum.
Shit. Well, I don't have
Yeah, he
it.
got your ass.
I didn't put it in my macro.
Yeah, little
because
bitch.
All right. I've added additional damage.
Don't forget again.
I won't forget
Yeah.
again.
Fix it.
It's just I've not considered. I don't have my melee weapons
Yeah.
have Feral Might accounted for.
Well, if you
Maybe
were
we-
Zach, you would have non-feral might melee weapons and feral might melee weapons, and
Yeah, you would actually.
And you'd have no idea which
I'm
is
just
which.
fucking-
You actually need
yeah,
to use them.
you'd be looking through a
That'd be too
list of
many.
like
I
75
know which is
weapon
which,
attacks.
I just can't quickly identify them. All right, they're named.
You need like an acronym. At the
Is there
front of
anything
them,
else for
just,
your
like,
turn?
A couple of letters.
Enter.
Some of them
Okay.
have that.
Ezra, you're up.
Some of them don't.
Yeah, I don't got a whole lot to do much with this.
Hit him with the boom! Lightning bolt!
I don't have a lightning
Oh,
bolt.
please hit him with a lightning bolt.
Fucking why not? Lightning bolt.
Please hit him with a lightning bolt.
Jeremy's
hit-
just
Please hit the construct with a
bullshitting.
lightning bolt.
How about I hit him or attempt to hit him with a spectral hand with a 13?
Lightning bolt. You're
13 does
invisible.
not
Doesn't that mean it would be a
hit,
19 because you're invisible as fuck?
That is
Oh.
true. I am invisible.
That is true. Okay.
And then I shift.
The spectral hand claws through, leaves another trail of blackened clay that grows brittle and hardens, and then that streak, the multitude of streaks throughout the clay golem's body. You see, the darkness begin to spread between the 3 different locations. And it blackens further and further until the lower half of the clay golem is blackened and withered, and the creature rears up to smash on Ashes again, and as it does, its own momentum carries it slightly forward, and its entire bottom half, the brittle portion, shatters, and it slides down in front of Ashes. And then the entire thing just goes, and that blue flame dims and falls, and the entire thing, it's half a shattered, dusty, blackened mass, and the other half is just a puddle of clay. And in the puddle of clay, you hear this ting 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 as Windspike hits the dais. And there's a hush throughout the room. By the way, it had 3 HP left. You did exactly the amount of damage
what a baller,
to
dude.
kill
Holy
it.
shit.
And it would have had more had you guys not remembered the Feral Might damage for Ashes, because that caused Ashes to do another 6 or 7 damage on top of that. So there's this moment, right, where everyone in the room is quiet. There's this hush that falls. You're all kind of like realizing that the battle is over. At least Ashes is like panting, right? And Matashtai and Ashes both have this feeling of like their life having been sucked away from them. And then there's just this
on the ground, and I'm leaning on the haft. Just,
Yeah, fucking Team Invisible's doing great. We're good to go.
there's this fucking moment where aside from you guys,
Yeah,
everything is
for the watchers,
quiet.
It was literally just Matt. And
right?
We saw things
Well,
shooting out.
yeah,
from a
they're intelligent. They can see, daggers flying and spells flying and things like that. So there's this moment where everything is quiet except for you guys and your in this aftermath, and then there's just this and this cheer just kind of like rises up from the Dwargar, where they're just like, yeah, right? And even Skella, right? The majority of the cheering and the fanfare is coming from the boys, right? The Dwargar, regulars, it seems. But even Skella and her crew seem to be like, they're clapping, and Stone Tharnus, the one with the mohawk, she kind of like she sticks her fingers in her mouth and does this like shrill whistle, right? And there's just this moment of applause, and then Skella and her crew begin to step forward.
get them,
And
boys.
unsheath their weapon.
Goddamn.
Yo, I'd like to retrieve Windspike as they're stepping forward,
Sure, absolutely.
just because I don't want them to confuse it with their loot. That's my loot.
But there is not a sudden but inevitable betrayal. There is nothing
Really?
of the
I'm
sort,
shocked.
right? Skella steps forward, and she actually steps up to Ashes, because Ashes is the closest person. And she kind of steps up. She says, You doing okay, Horned One?
Oh. Easy. No,
Oof.
I'm gonna sit down for a second. Oh God.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I bet. Oh, goodness.
I'll like actually like sit on the stairs and kind of lean back.
Hey, boys! She kind of calls back. Come get your brothers. Put them to a proper rest.
Hopper.
Plopper. So some of the other Dwargar come forward and they begin to kind of like carry off the bodies. And there's not a whole lot of ceremony about it, right?
Fuck that.
Guy goes bloop.
And at that, Ezra just books it the other way. Nope.
But at that point, you guys are kind of like sitting there, and it's like, all right, all grand. Yella says, and this is over the course of like the next 5 minutes, right? Some of the Dwargar come and bring the other bodies away. How long does the greater invisibility last? A minute. Okay, so
30 seconds after that fight.
Yeah, it begins to drop, right? No big deal. And then as you guys are kind of like taking this breather, and Skella and her crew are standing there, and the other Dwargar, they get carted off. Skella looks at you all and she says, all right, great. Well, when you catch your breath, let's check out those doors, shall we?
Yo, was our deal to get her into the heart of the fountain or kill the golem thing, the guardian?
The deal was
I
to get her.
think it was technically to get to the heart of the mountain.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Cool. So it's multi-step. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm good to go.
All right.
Yo,
This is pretty fucked up.
do you have the dagger, Mitch? Do you have Ezrok's dagger? Or did Skella take it back?
She
No,
did
she didn't take it back. Nope,
That was
she
not
did
that
not take it back. That
Oh,
was
that was
Azrok's
that
dagger.
Oh, okay.
Can I
It
have
matches the description that she gave you.
Oh, I thought you said she grabbed from her other hip. Oh,
No, well,
okay.
she did. When she
She
patted
was playing
her,
slide, like she was making me think it was on the other hip. Okay, I got you. Okay. Yeah. So wait. Do I still have the dagger?
yes, she
Oh,
did not
okay.
take it back from you. That was part of the deal. She delivered on her end of the deal, and now she expects
did
you
not
guys to.
expect advanced payment.
Well, I mean, in her mind, you guys were there, surrounded by her and her people. If you were just gonna
what
book
were we
it,
gonna do?
then things might have been different, you know.
Yeah. I pull out the dagger. I flip it over and hand it to.
Bones?
Bones.
If we're taking a rest, do you want me to take a look at it for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Kella says, "Rest? We resting? The doors are right there. We can't take a look." Oh, come on! It's been so long. Really, please.
We killed this thing for you. Can you not give us like an hour?
An hour? A whole hour?
Or two.
He's not the fun one in your group, is he?
No, he's not.
I take offense to that. I am aghast.
I mean, here, y'all take a look at it.
Goodness.
I'm good to
I
go.
make fireworks.
Oh,
pops
well,
out of my
we've
hand.
learned our
I'll go
lesson.
look at the door. I don't give a shit.
Like I'll leave the. I'll use the half
You'll go look at the door.
all to stand back up. Oh,
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm fast.
Okay.
It's fine. Probably.
God damn it.
Well,
What? It's probably fine. Probably.
I'm gonna sit down and start casting Identify as a ritual on this dagger.
Bones, do you
Alright,
go
y'all
look
do
at the...
Whoever
While
wants to
they're
rest,
doing
rest.
that,
I'm gonna go look at the door.
while they're doing that, I'm actually gonna perform a kata with Tamakiri. I forgot to do that on this level.
Okay.
And
So
see if
Bones-
they're-
Bones moves forward, right? And then as that... Oh, Ashes, you're moving forward as
I'm
well?
coming with.
Okay.
I'm not
So,
looking at the-
Ezra, are you on this? Are you where you're at? Is that where you want to be?
Yes.
Okay. So Ezra kind of plops down. You realize, like, you're kind of in shadow. Like, as Matashtai is moving away, there's no light source in the center of the room. So as Matashtai moves away, the center of the room just kind of like becomes engulfed in darkness. And then Matashtai, you begin your kata, and you feel Valena within you, kind of like moving through the forms with you. And Skella kind of like, she goes, "What's going on there?" She looks around to the nearest person, and it's Ezrah. She says, "Oh, hey, elf boy, what's your friend doing?"
You
Hey.
gotta.
Well,
He definitely did
he's in
not
the middle.
respond.
Yeah, he's in the middle of
in his
like
ritual, yeah,
doing
yeah,
a ritual, and she's just, "Oh, you're one of them." So, goodness.
I look back and I
Can't
called
stand
her. I look back and I called her and say, "Oh, what? Are you not coming?"
that. Well, the deal's a deal.
Yeah, all right. I walk forward.
All right, I'm
Shit,
gonna
like
go-
they lost people, so they're obviously very like, look,
I
we
lost
don't-
half a wolf.
All right. As that is happening, Matashai's kata is not long, right? So as that's happening, Matashtai reaches the final stage of his kata, and he pushes out Tonbakiri, and it begins to do this balancing act. Except there is zero hesitation in balancing in any way, shape, form, or fashion. The almost with a mind of its own, lodestone points straight to those doors.
God damn it. The
Good thing
amulet
you already. It's too
is
late.
your item.
Already made a blood feud.
I really hope that's right. That doesn't even make sense.
Why not?
Fuck.
It has nothing to do with my fucking order.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
And in your mind, you just hear this. Oh, well, that's unexpected. Oh goodness, that might not mean very good things.
Things about to get complicated.
Oh, well, let's just cross our fingers, yes? All right. Bones and ashes approach the massive, the jet black double doors. And above it, there's a bas-relief, again, of the mountain and the gem within the center of the mountain. Only as you come closer,
The boss relief.
as you come closer, you can see that the doors, they seem to absorb the light, right? And they seem to just have this kind of glossy texture. But now that you're right up on them, you can actually see there are words carved into the doors themselves. And this is a very, very long... I say it's very long. It's not very long, but I cannot speak this language. But I will try my best. Bones, you can read in Dwarven.
Yes, I can.
Uelis Cadwed, in Clifanak, Odan in Midid, Imai dem Olawar Brennan, Al Algor Idrisal Hin, Bidid Ibab Isin Midwanmin, Swallad in Galan Milerbod, in Gwyrwyd Gwir Werkorak. It is the will of the Keeper of Secrets under the mountain that only the hand of the king may open these doors. Let all who enter gaze upon the heart of Malerbode and know the true power of dwarven kind.
Okay. Go ahead and get that copy pasted here. Okay. Cool.
Only the hand of the king.
And the king. It is the will of the keeper of secrets under the mountain. Huh. Well, all right then.
Is there any statues of the king in this room?
The only statues in this room are the two flanking the altar.
Those are the weird.
That
death
are
cult.
they're the eyeless helmed purple and black, almost kind of like priestly figures.
I touch the door and I say in Dwarvish, I am the hand of the king. I have no fucking idea what's gonna happen.
There's a
If
pause,
anything.
Well, yeah, he's a tabaxi. What else? Was
and
he
then
gonna
there's a cold wind that blows over you.
Damn.
Suddenly, those words are they glow bright blue like the golem's eyes. This flash of blue energy fills them, and it begins to pull out of the words, and it forms a giant hand over you. I need you to select your token and
Motherfucker.
roll initiative.
Well, I'm kind of shocked that did anything, if I'm honest with you.
Okay.
Initiative.
How far into my ritual am I?
3 minutes, maybe?
Is it everyone or is it me?
Anyone who wants to be involved in this.
I mean, because your wording was a little specific, like.
Sorry.
Concerning.
A big blue energy hand appears over Bones, and it seems like it's about to smash down on him. Everyone who wants to select their token and roll initiative.
Well, kind of handled.
All right. Well, sorry about this, guys. I really thought this was going to be a puzzle, not immediately getting us into problems.
I'm goddamn dead.
Bones, you are
Yes.
able to react faster than anything else. Probably because you see it's kind of like coalescing. This massive blue hand is coalescing, and it's just like hovering over you. So you get to go first. What would you like to do?
What do I want to do?
And it's basically in the space. I have it pulled off, but it's basically in the space right over yours and Ash's head right now.
So it's like within reach? Or...
Yes, it is within reach of you.
Okay.
It's like if you're 5 feet, if you're in the 5x5, it's in the next 10x10.
Okay. Do I think I'm supposed to fight this? Maybe it's a test to become the hand of the king.
Maybe you have to dodge and let the hand hit the door.
What if the hand is the hand of the king?
That'd be weird.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. Hold on. I'm trying to think if I think there's more to this than fight big hand. Let's default to fight big hand.
Okay.
I will fucking attack it with fucking wind spike. Just
Okay.
slashing at it. That's slashing at the normal 18.
Does not seem to. It streaks up at this target, right? And as soon as it gets close to what you think might be a hit, right? It's like a force field, just kind of like slides your dagger off.
Does that mean I can't physically hit it, or does that mean I didn't hit the AC? I try again. We'll see with something else. So with the other one, with fucking gore. Offhand. 19.
Another scatter of sparks and magic.
Okay, well, that's what I can do.
Matashtai, it's a few mere moments after the finishing of your kata. You're almost kind of like still talking to Valena in your mind, and then you see Ashes and Bones approach the door, and then Bones touches the door, and this hand shoots out. What do you want to do?
Shit, my friends need me. I vault over the whatever this daze is. Just like one hand, just like,
It turns into a clay golem and devours you.
ah, shit!
We're fucked. Oh my god, we'd be so fucked.
I dash forward.
Okay.
And I attempt to assault the hand.
Okay. Uh, 16 does not hit.
Okay.
Why would he not? Well, I guess it's above us. Never mind.
It's above us. Yeah, you don't actually have advantage.
I missed with that one as well.
Or you're not actually flanking, rather.
I continue to miss.
Each strike is just like off of a force field. Please confirm that critical for me. You guys went from rolling really well to rolling real shit.
We were not rolling. We've never been rolling really well. We were not awful.
Fair enough. Ashes, your friends seem to have an inability to harm this giant blue hand, and it is looming very menacingly over you and Bones.
Bones.
Hello.
Did he happen to relay the message inscribed on the door?
I assume I read it out loud.
I deliberately walk up to the door, interposing myself between the hand and the door, and I would like to, I don't know if there's like rules for this, but I would like to consume my action to dodge out of the way if it were to come at me.
Okay.
Yeah, we probably weren't supposed to do this. It's probably a bad idea. Damn, I'm sorry. I'm real sorry.
The hand yeah.
Oh,
The hand
no.
just tries
That's not good.
the hand just tries to poof on Bones.
No, hit me! I'm right here.
Fucking cat dodge.
Let me adjust this real quick.
Come on. Puzzling good.
So it just basically swats Bones.
Yeah, 20 will hit.
And
Fucking
Bones just
uncanny dodge. Fuck that shit. I can't dodge uncanny. I can't dodge.
So that's 14 force damage. As this massive energy hand slams Bones into the ground.
I can't dodge.
Okay. Top of the round. Is anyone else joining the combat? Okay. Bones, it's up to you.
I saw that grin.
They got this. It's just an ethereal hand.
I shout out, Ezrah! Ezrah! And try and I also move to the door, and then I also try and hit it
Okay.
because who knows if that's right or not. I try and this slashing is some slashing, doing the slashing, maybe 22.
And that force field shatters, and your dagger streaks through, and the hand immediately begins to waver, and then re-solidifies. So it does seem like you have now done damage to it. Okay. All right. Anything else?
Hold on.
Can that thing kill me in a one hit? What is it?
I'm gonna
48 plus 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever. Gore, offhand, assault. It's 27.
That's a hit.
All right, well it's -4, so it's 4 damage. But you're wounded. Yeah,
It
you're wounded.
does not seem to be wounded.
It does
It
not
does not-
bleed.
It does not say it bleeds. It is magically enchanted to wound.
It does, I don't think it's gonna work against. We might have to annotate. I don't think that's gonna work against constructs.
Fair enough. Had to try.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, constructs do not incur wounds.
It does.
You don't know what does and does not magically be wounded.
It does seem to hurt the
if I
creature,
stab
but
a
again,
car and have I
it
wounded the car?
re-solidifies. And that's the end of your turn?
Potentially, yes, you have wounded the car. Yes, it is
Okay.
the end of my turn.
Matashtai, you're up.
I strike,
You strike.
defending my friend.
He defend. He friend. That's a hit. So again, there's that, and then the force field breaks and you rip through.
After assaulting the force field with Tamakiri, I punch through it.
Nice.
Yeah, you do.
Ow!
There's that shatter.
I attempt to stun it.
It does not stun.
Damn.
Jeremy's added stun immunity to everything.
You
now.
cannot. You cannot stun constructs. It seems.
I thought this was a spectral hand.
Oh yes, but it counts as a construct.
I punched
Yeah.
wind.
He did stun win.
You did stun wind, and I have made adjustments since then.
Wow, this is horseshit. He's trivialized you.
I feel assaulted.
Really? I've trivialized him?
Yep.
Oh
That's
my
what I said, and I
goodness.
mean it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, protection of good and
Fine.
evil doesn't work, even though it's innate in level 15.
I continue to punch.
A 16 does
Stop
not.
punching.
So a 16 rebuffs your attack.
All right.
All right. Ashes.
All right. I rip out Quicksilver, and I do 1 single point of damage to myself to ride up.
Okay.
Well, 2's not bad. Better than 6.
Yeah.
Definitely better than 6.
And I am going to choose
Wisely.
cold. And for my action, I swing thus.
He thusly swingeth.
11.
You do not have advantage. That's an 11. That's a big shing.
Wait, we're not flanked? Is it in
You're
the air
not
again?
flanked. This thing is up in the air.
Okay. Oh, I thought it slammed down on bones.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
but
just
it
like
floated back
alliteration.
up.
Yeah, it didn't like
Master
stay in
handed.
the.
It slammed down and flew back
Gotcha,
up.
gotcha,
Fucking master hand.
All right.
Basically.
And I swing again. This time, not at advantage. 15. I'm helping.
Shing, shing. The hand, once again,
Fine.
goes to punch Bones.
Dodge. Cat dodge. Oh, no,
God.
that hit. Yeah, that hits pretty hard.
That's enough
I
to
can't dodge. I can't dodge.
Good Lord.
Boom! It hits you
Oh.
up against the door, and just like you feel a crunch in your back.
I can't dodge.
Yep.
Yo, but does the door move?
No, it does not. Although you will
The
notice
door
the
blows
the
open.
hand did not hit the door. The hand hit you into the door. So
All right, well, you know,
still
By
open for
by
debate.
proxy,
Really,
it's touching the door.
you know.
it's like a circuit. It completed the circuit.
Bones, you're up.
Oh, are you gonna be involved now?
You yelled at me?
Yes,
you didn't
I'm
roll
very
initiative.
concerned.
Get out of here.
It was the top of the order.
Okay. You have now rolled initiative. You are just below situations.
Cool.
Bones, you're up. After 2 rounds of not dropping this thing, Jake's now like, oh shit. I don't.
Bones called for Ezrah, and that broke his.
Bones, you're up.
I'm trying to remember how much a greater healing potion does.
Okay.
4d4.
I've got a macro. Do you want me to just click it for you?
Yeah, click the Mac.
Click the Mac.
Greater potion.
Yeah, fuck you, hand. I
Okay.
spit in your face and heal 15.
So you heal what you just took. Gotcha.
Yeah, I spit. Right. I rewind the time. And then I try and hit it with wind spike.
Okay.
I don't know which button I just clicked. 27. Snake attack.
You break through the force field, and the entire blue energy hand dissipates.
It just
That's right. I
exited
shout out,
stage
I am the hand of the king!
A new one forms. No, you're not.
Absolutely.
Oh god, I really hope not. That'd be real concerning.
Bet.
Bones just shouts this out. There's just
Blaspheme.
like crickets throughout the entirety of the nave.
Then we would learn not to say that while near the door.
Okay. Goodness gracious. So you, upon touching the jet black door to the heart of the mountain, you are assaulted by a spectral
Big
blue
hand
hand.
board.
Well, what do you do now?
Well, I fully believe
Alright,
that I am
guys.
now the hand of the king, so I try and open the door.
No. No.
A bright blue energy flashes in the lettering on the
Alright,
door. And the
I stop real
hand
fast.
coalesces once again. I need everyone to re-roll their initiative.
Alright, well, I'm sorry, but look how we've learned for real, though.
I mean, really, this is how a cat acts. Let's be
I mean,
completely honest.
This
This
is
is on fucking-
absolutely hilarious.
I probably shouldn't do that. Oh, one more time, just to make sure.
Look, I fully believe that I
Yeah,
absorbed
so
his power.
so there is no like,
Like
you,
the
as
Highlander.
soon as Bones touches the door again, you see the blue lettering flash and flare and begin to coalesce, and Ashes, you're just like, oh fuck. What do you want to do?
What's the blue letter? Is it all of the blue lettering? Or is it
Yeah,
just
it's
like
that
the
that
word-
entire like
Oh, the
thing
whole line.
is
Okay.
yeah, the whole thing.
Okay.
Strike out with Quicksilver, it penetrates its defenses. Both hits.
Bam. And here is some cold damage.
Mhm.
And bam. And some cold damage.
Yeah, good damage. Yeah.
Each time your blow meets the force field around the spectral hand, it shatters through after a moment of pressure, and there's this just trail of like icicles through the spectral hand. Anything else for your turn?
In turn.
Ezra, it appears as though your allies have triggered some sort of magical trap, not once now, but twice.
The
So
biggest of-
I'm mid-ritual as I hear this begging and pleading from my feline friend.
I don't know if it's begging or pleading, but
It sounded like both, but I look up, I see it fall, and then I see the cat do the same damn thing again, and another hand. I just close my tome. Like, are you fucking
I ain't
serious?
getting shit done tonight.
look, now we've learned that when you touch it, this thing happens.
Stand up and summon a spectral hand on top of the hand.
Okay. It hits.
That's my turn.
Slashes through the hand.
I apologize for the clap. That was a little bit more.
And now the hand moves to clap Bones.
Cat dodge.
The 20?
Damn, almost. No, uncanny dodge.
27.
He doesn't even see
So another 13 force damage as the hand just unerringly, just repeatedly is pounding on you, Bones. Just boom, boom, every fucking chance it gets.
Fine, get back out. Yeah, it didn't even hurt.
Your turn, Bones.
Yeah. Well, what now? Do the same thing. What I roll? 19. I don't think that's enough.
It streaks off this time, unable to penetrate the force field.
Offhand.
26. That one does.
Snake attack.
And with the damage emitted from your sneak attack, the force field shatters, and once again, the blue hand dissipates.
All right. I walk away from the door. Hey, don't touch the door. I wouldn't touch the door.
Oh yeah,
Really?
you think?
Look, I just got punched a lot in the face. Okay.
You can see, Stone, the one with the mohawk, is just covering her face. Skella looks somewhat concerned, right? The other two are mostly stoic, but you come forward and Skella goes, are you doing okay there? Everything fine?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Just, he punched me in the face a few times. Back to back.
That didn't look. Ooh.
It's fine.
You're sure you're okay? That looked pretty rough. So
Hey, Bones, are you the hand of the king?
We just learned that I am not. No.
the one with the mohawk just both hands over her mouth, just holding it in. There are other Dwargar in the like half moon, right? They are not even trying. Some of them are bent over double, just laughing hysterically at this scenario.
It's funny.
It is funny.
Yeah, well,
Ezra mutters under his breath before he pretzel legs again and starts attempting to ritually cast Identify on this damn dagger.
so Skella says,
All right, well, I take a second and then I tell him what the door said.
oh, okay. So that's what Skella's interested in. She was like, "Oh, what? So heard you're reading," and then you tell her. She's, "Oh, Hand of the King. No, the lost levels. They're supposed to be. They're supposed to be Malair's tomb."
Wow, you think it's
Here.
You
He
think
was
it's that little?
dismembered when he got.
His remains are here.
You think it's literal? Like that's.
Being a dwarf, I gotta say, we tend to take things pretty literally.
Yeah, but how does a hand gaze?
Have you not seen Vampire Hunter D?
Kind of like,
Oh, sorry. Only the hand can open the doors. Everyone else can gaze. My bad. That's not, that one's on me.
I was like, what?
I got
Yeah,
punched
and
in the
you
face a lot.
actually, so during this, right, you like, Tharness, Stone, the Mohawk one, she actually has you repeat it a couple times while she drots down the entire phrasing. And Skella kind of goes, "That's real interesting. Where'd you pick up Dwarvish?"
Oh yeah, it's all over the place on my planet.
Yeah, her eyebrows kind of like raise, right? She's like, "Excuse me?"
I look around. I'm like, yeah, my planet. That's pretty normal, right? I mean, we're on a planet. I was on a planet. Planets.
Hey!
Dwarves and dragons and.
Any of you from a different planet? No? No.
Matt raises his
She's like, wow.
Irony of this.
Not
That's why I
one,
thought it was a.
but
Well, I thought it was a normal situation because half of us.
Also, and I say this to the group, why am I the alien?
I'm just deep in my book.
Gallows just says, "All right then. That's cool. You all are an interesting bunch."
Handful.
Oof.
Right. Well, so it seems as though for us to make any further progress and to uphold the end of our bargain, we need to find ourselves a tomb.
It does at that.
You got a lead or a direction.
Well,
And
as far as I'm aware,
Can we
our
have the
boys
map of what your boys have already mapped so far?
so she'll talk with you about it. It's what you guys have already explored to the north.
Well, that's real
They
concerning.
just came in basically from the north. They have a couple of parties out right now, to the east, but they're not expected back for a while, right? They don't have like a set, scenario. So, and to hear tell, Skella's not really expecting the parties back from the north.
At all? Well, that's because we killed them.
Because you killed them, and for all that these Dwargar, right, seem pretty okay about or for all that Skella and her crew, the four of them, seem pretty okay about things, and for all that the Dwargar as a whole enjoyed the spectacle, there's some glowering faces from amongst the regulars.
All right. Well, let everyone know that, to be fair, I tried to speak with them first.
Are you saying that to Skella?
Yes, that's right.
She says, I don't doubt you at all. That's honestly why, if you were just murderous, insane.
I mean, we kind of had it coming. We were walking around with cool shit on us. That's like the Waynes when they got shot walking down Crime Alley wearing pearl necklaces and Rolexes and shit. Like, what do you think was gonna happen?
And have nothing nice
or anything, but it's
she just says,
Crime
"Look,
Alley.
we are doing what we're doing. And we fully understand and know what we're doing. And some of us have more scruples than others. Some of us are more than willing to take the shirt off someone's back. Others are not. And you did what you had to do. So the life of survival down here."
Right.
That's right.
We know where
We're
you
just
are.
trying to avoid that in the future, if
Right.
possible.
Well, we've got the badge, so
There's a little bit of safety in numbers down here right now. There's some, like I said, there's some nasty things around here. Umber Hulks. Definitely don't want to deal with them. They tend
Yeah, we
to
killed one of them.
we dealt with them.
Oh, nice. Good news.
Also,
Good
how
news.
how'd you guys get the Zorn to work with y'all? Like the few that we had a run in
Bet they
with
just
seemed
fed
to
'em.
They're like most animals. Feed them regular. You play nice with them.
have leveling and training.
Turns out pretty well.
Okay, well, all right then.
I guess we'll be on our way. We're going to
Well, so I
Find
think
the
we gotta
tomb.
find this tomb, but let's be honest with ourselves, guys. We need to take a rest.
Yeah.
Just took a
what are you
bit of a
talking
beating
about? I
there.
feel great. Oh God.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. You know, as blood dribbles down from my ear.
Like, I'm looking around and like everybody's in rough shape aside from Ezra, who looks mentally exhausted.
Is nose deep in a book trying to finish identifying this goddamn dagger.
We need to take a rest, guys, before we move on.
Right.
All right, well, library.
mean, I don't
What's this?
care
We
where.
keep talking about this library. I want to take a sleep. Hop a squat.
What
Yeah,
she
Ezra
said.
likes to read before bed, so
Yep, well, I don't. Good night.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no pressure or anything like that. You're more than welcome to leave. Just if you do, hand back the dagger.
I mean, if Ashes is gonna take a long rest outside of the dome, that's on him.
There's a dome?
There
not
will
yet, there's
be
not.
when I finish
I don't see a
identifying this
dome.
fucking dagger.
Which we're getting close to.
Uh,
You know, you,
I mean, all right, whatever. I don't care if we rest here, or I just thought if we rested in the library, Ezra could read shit at night.
Ezra would be happy to rest in the library.
Skella seems more than willing. She's not holding you guys prisoner here. She's not worried about anything. It's just she's practical. You have control of the dagger right now because she
We're
thought, right, it was going to be a scenario of here's your dagger, there's my door open. But now it's not necessarily a scenario of there's my door open. So if you're going to
I
leave,
mean, I'm fine with
she
that.
wants the
That's-
dagger back.
That's fine. It's fine. It's no problem.
Yeah.
That's what we agreed to.
With that, Ezra completes his ritual casting of Identify. And he can identify that this is a magical dagger of blind
Dirty
sight.
magic
All it does.
It is a +1 dagger.
Okay.
And it gives the wielder blind sight out to 30 feet.
Nice.
Oh, I want it so bad, but it's metal.
Your eyes work.
And it's Azrock, your pals, that makes him a reasonable
You know
leader.
the guy who you're such good friends with. Better
Yeah,
than
you know
anyone
what's
else.
what's his race again?
Oh my god. That's great.
Yeah, the half orc legion.
Look, we ain't there right now.
Wow.
Okay.
That dagger's never gonna make it back to Azrock.
I mean, it's fucking metal. If it was a bone dagger, probably not, but it's metal.
Probably not.
So I finish the incantation. I close the book. I stand up and look at Bones and hand him the dagger and explain it is. It meets what we were looking for.
Damn, it's so awesome.
Yeah, there's no like magical signature that's like this is Azrock's. You know, it's not like signed on the bottom. That's or
It says
anything like that.
Azrock.
But
Fucking Azrock with a backwards Z because he was little when he wrote it.
right.
You gotta
But
make
it
sure
does
you're
it
getting
does
what you're paying
match
for.
the description, right, and it does match the magic behind it seems to be what you were told about.
What you were told about.
Okay, so that being said, are you guys resting here or are you wanting to head back to that library? What is your plan?
Do not care.
We
As
are
long
long
as the decision is made promptly.
Yeah, sure. But
Whatever, we can
where?
long rest
Are you just gonna do it here? Are you gonna pop up the dome?
I think it's
Sorry, what?
fine here.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
I'm perfectly fine with the dome, but here.
Okay. Dome? Yeah?
Are we long
done.
resting or short resting?
We're long resting.
Okay. I'll pull up the dome then. I'll pick a corner that is out of the way.
Sure. There's actually like there are little crates and satchels and like bedrolls and stuff. They're all around the outer edge of the room. So Skella, yells out at one of the groups and says, "Hey, clear your shit out from over there." And they basically clear you a section where you can have to your own. And then as you begin your incantations and everything, you know, Skella is, see, she's not like nosy, but she's curious, so she's kind of like, hey, what's going on with that one again?
Temperature control room.
Yeah, he doesn't like to sleep unless it's a certain temperature. It's a weird elf thing.
Yeah, he will not shut up all night.
Gosh.
Like exactly 70 degrees.
Yo, we bougie as fuck.
She basically, like, she gives that
72.
impression, right? And then they kind of leave you be, right? You do notice there are always some eyes on you, and over the course of this stay, right? They don't hide it. They don't make a secret of it or anything like that. But one of the four is almost always watching you,
Yeah, well, that's understandable.
right?
I'm like flung over a bunch of boxes, like mouth open, snoring.
You guys are up here and you take your rest.
I had
Hey,
it perfectly
guys.
placed that my dome was 10 feet in every direction, and Jeremy goes ahead and messes it up.
How does sound work in and out of the dome?
There is no difference. It is
Yeah.
not a sound barrier
Yeah, it does not
or a smell barrier.
catch sound.
It is visual.
Okay, so you all take a long rest in an allied location, which
Presently.
means that, or we're gonna air quote, allied location. So it seems like everything goes fine. And you all can gain the benefits of a long rest.
Sans magic items.
Let me double check. I believe that is correct. Yeah, sans magic
just
items.
got
Magic items do not refresh yet. And ashes. Lost vitality is not restored.
Mmm.
Damn, rest in peace.
Ouch, Jeremy.
All right, well, we're going to the surface then.
Ouch.
Oh, maybe that guy's a priest and he can like greater restoration you or some shit.
Or maybe we need our items to restore so that. Oh, that doesn't have greater on it though, does it?
I got lesser, my dude.
Well,
Yeah.
also, we don't know if it might be just it's an effect that lasts until
24 hours.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Is
or
there
you're
any
fucked
effect that
and
just
have
lasts
less health than
24
Ezrah.
hours? I thought it was all on long rest or it was like greater restoration or wish. If it's
Maybe.
wish, you might as well reroll. I'm done with that character then.
Having
You're
less
done.
health
You're
than
done with that
Ezrah.
character. Good to know.
Yes. I
So,
am.
to kind of
Argument
tighten
with less health
things
than
up.
a sorcerer.
The party beds down amidst their newfound allies, Skella and Clan Iron Eye, and as they rest, whatever thoughts or emotions go through their head about the situation that they now find themselves in, they do awaken. They do feel refreshed, except for Ashes, his stolen vitality remaining out of reach, and a new problem now arises for our party. And we will find out next week what they do in response to this. You guys
Jeremy,
made some
experience from the golem.
so you guys made some interesting experience, and I will say you all, for dealing with Clan Iron Eye. Now these are separate scenarios, right?
Yep.
Not necessarily fighting or defeating, but literally making a deal with Clan
Mhm.
Iron Eye, defeating the clay golem, the guardian of the heart of the mountain. You receive a total of 2,000 experience.
Okay.
Hella.
Good.
We did it. 3,600 to go.
3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. 3,600 to go. Not that
close.
For some of us.
Getting real close.
Actually, that's inaccurate.
More.
5,600.
I was gonna say it's more than 3. Yeah.
64
5,000.
is the breach.
You guys are drawing ever closer to that.
It helps when we jump down 2 floors and start taking things that might be above our means.
Yeah.
And
Well,
continually spawning things when we know it spawns things.
we didn't
Maybe
know
don't-
anything.
don't do
Now
that.
we know. We
Look,
did not know.
I want to give Bones the benefit of the doubt that maybe beating the hand imbued you with the.
I thought
No,
that it was
at
a
no
Highlander
point should anyone
situation.
encourage that Bones was like on the hand of the king. No,
I
one
thought
should
it was a
ever encourage
Highlander.
that.
What if there's not a hand of the king? Maybe you just have to claim that you're the hand of the king to become the hand of the king. Nobody knows. You didn't know.
Who knows? We will
And
find
then
out.
I killed that thing, so it was reasonable to assume it was a Highlander situation or the one situation where I absorb its power.
Quickening!
I'm pretty sure you thought every fight was a Highlander situation.
One of them's going to be eventually.
Yeah, when we run a Highlander campaign.
Well,
There's only one way. that
Or
can
someone runs a Highlander character and I seed the campaign with Highlander enemies. That would be badass, by the way. Someone should
Actually,
do that
now I'm
eventually.
thinking about that.
I
Well,
think all of
that
us
though
just
is
got
like
the
a
light
teammate
bulb, like-
taking the last hit.
yeah, you talk
well,
all
yeah.
that shit, and now it's like, oh, Highlander sounds fun.
All right, that is going to be the end of tonight's session. Thank you for hanging out with us, everyone. We will see you next week and
Bye, guys.
figure out what the party does from here. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.